Canelo, His Excellency has named you and Terence Crawford as one of the top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
After a surprising meeting in London, even the skeptics are now convinced. The much-anticipated clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is on the horizon. Plans are already in motion for this monumental fight, expected to take place in 2025. Canelo Alvarez met with Turki Alashik during the event and expressed optimism about facing Crawford. He emphasized his commitment to securing the best deals and making high-stakes fights happen. For Alashik, organizing this bout has been a long-standing goal, as it's poised to be one of the biggest boxing events in North America next year. While the groundwork is being laid, it's still uncertain whether the fight will officially come to fruition. Turki Alashik revealed that he's been actively working on the deal, with Crawford currently recovering from an injury and gradually resuming his training.
Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it, sit down really well and figure out something.
Turki Alashik now plans to meet with Terence Crawford in January to discuss the highly anticipated bout, just as he recently met with Canelo Alvarez. He remains determined to arrange a fight between Crawford and the unified 3-belt super middleweight champion, Canelo Alvarez, in 2025. Alashik believes he'll have a clearer picture of the possibilities in the next month or two. Crawford, now 37, has been vocal about wanting this fight with Canelo. However, if Alashik cannot finalize a deal with the Mexican star, Crawford may need to explore other options. Among the potential opponents are 154-pound champions Bakram Murtazalev and Sebastian Fundora, both of whom would be excellent contenders for Crawford in a junior middleweight unification bout under the World Boxing Association.
Kind of a lose-lose situation for you. Do you think he's too small to compete with you?
No, he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's a smart fighter.
I believe he's dealing with an injury at the moment. We were planning something with him, but I'll discuss it with him, maybe in January, said Turki Alashik to Fight Hub TV while speaking about Terence Crawford. Alashik added, "I saw him last week in Hurghada. He mentioned having a minor injury, but said he's starting rehab and training again. He's part of our plans for a major fight in 2025. We're hopeful he's interested in this matchup, so why not?" When asked specifically about a potential fight between Crawford and Canelo Alvarez next year, Alashik replied, "We'll see in the next month or two. Let's see how the negotiations unfold."
And I take everything seriously, but we'll see what happens.
Canelo, I hope you make it happen for us, because we want to see it.
Yeah, thank you.
This news comes after Terence Crawford moved up to 154 pounds last summer and defeated Israel Madrigal for the WBA super welterweight title. That victory made Crawford a 4-weight world champion, and now he's willing to climb 2 more weight classes to 168 pounds to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Crawford has expressed his desire to be the first fighter to defeat Canelo at super middleweight. Before his recent fight with Edgar Berlanga, Canelo was hesitant to discuss a potential matchup with Crawford. He went on to win that fight by unanimous decision, successfully defending his WBC, WBA, and WBO titles. The meeting between Canelo and Turki Alashik is significant, as Alashik has played a central role in organizing major boxing events over the past year. Their discussions suggest that the highly anticipated Crawford versus Canelo fight could be closer to reality than ever before.
Stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not.
Fighters are eager to square off in the spring, but if they're going to face each other, they'll need to come to an agreement soon. Turki Alashik could encounter a challenge with Crawford if he asks him to take on any of the dangerous contenders in the 154 pounds division, such as Bakram Murtazalev, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Charles Conwell, Erickson Lubin, or Serhii Bohachuk. Given the tough time Crawford had against Israel Madrigal, he may be hesitant to face any of these hard-hitting fighters in the 154 pounds division. His size, skills, and power didn't work quite the same at this weight class as they did when he was competing at 147 pounds, making those dangerous matchups even more difficult for him.
Making his own catch weight for years. Canelo fought a smaller Mayweather. Canelo fought a smaller.
These fighters are considered tougher opponents than those Crawford has faced since moving up to 147 pounds in 2017. If you take a closer look at Crawford's welterweight resume, he hasn't really fought anyone of significant note, apart from a faded Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Now 37, Crawford has yet to reveal his plans if he doesn't land the fight with Canelo. The reality is, with his age and the challenge of fighting at 154 pounds against younger, stronger, and bigger fighters, it's likely to take a toll on him eventually. He nearly lost his debut at 154 pounds against WBA junior middleweight champion Israel Madrimov on August 3rd of last year, which shows the tough road ahead for him in this division.
Not Amir Khan, but Amir Khan.
Yeah, he did at 155.
Amir Khan. He fought so.
There's always a chance, said Canelo Alvarez to Ring Magazine when asked about the possibility of a fight with Terence Crawford next. We'll see, but there's always a chance to make the best deals, and there's always the chance. Canelo also expressed excitement about future matchups, including the February 22nd rematch between undisputed light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol in Riyadh, stating, "I think it's going to be another great fight. Both fighters are excellent, so I think both have a chance to win." Meanwhile, Crawford is determined to challenge Canelo for his unified super middleweight titles this year. He believes that despite the size difference, he has the skills and ability to overcome Canelo and secure the victory.
Jermell Charlo, and I'm pretty sure he didn't make as much money with all those guys except Mayweather. Even
Canelo Alvarez is showing signs of slowing down, especially after his last two fights against Edgar Berlanga and Jamie Munguia. These are opponents Canelo would have likely knocked out in 2021 and earlier, but he was forced to go the full 12 rounds to secure victories. With both Canelo and Terence Crawford eyeing a spring fight, it's crucial that they agree to terms soon if the bout is to happen. In a recent interview on Sway's Universe, Canelo expressed he's open to facing the four-weight world champion, as long as the financials are right. However, he also warned Crawford, saying that if they do meet in the ring, it will be easy money for him.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right,
I'm in. Why not? Don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. If the money is right, I'm in, said Canelo Alvarez. I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he moves a lot, and the fight isn't that exciting. I watched his last fight, and he doesn't move that much now. So if the money is right, I'm in. Canelo continued. Right now, there are weight classes for a reason. It seems that miracles do happen after all. After years of disappointment, boxing fans might finally get the fight they've been craving. Just a few weeks ago, reports of a potential 2025 showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford began to take over the internet.
right now that he will with me, but yet and still, you know, he have all these excuses.
The internet has been buzzing ever since rumors of a Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight started circulating, though there hasn't been any official confirmation yet. However, it seems like that announcement is just around the corner. Boxing insider Rick Glazer shared some exciting news that has fans buzzing with anticipation for 2025. Glazer took to his X, formerly Twitter, to reveal that a very reliable source informed him that the likelihood of the fight happening has greatly increased in recent days. He also shared that discussions between both camps are progressing smoothly, and an official announcement could be coming soon. Glazer went on to mention that both sides are targeting either May or September for the potential showdown.
I mean, because, you know, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So
if signed, there's no official word yet on whether it will be in May or September, but the world awaits, wrote Glazer. Earlier reports suggested that Canelo Alvarez's team is aiming for a Cinco de Mayo date in May. When a fan asked Glazer if the fight would take place in Las Vegas, the matchmaker replied, "More than likely." While the venue hasn't been confirmed, rumors indicate that His Excellency Turki Alalshik also wants the fight to happen in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. Given that Canelo has fought 5 of his last 6 matches in Las Vegas, this possibility doesn't seem too far-fetched.
I'd be surprised if that fight happens. I think His Excellency has been pushing that fight. It didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up for, to be honest. And like, when I've spoken to Canelo before...
While there still hasn't been any official announcement, judging by Glazer's report, we can expect one in the coming days. This fight will be a massive deal, and even though it's still just a rumor, the boxing world is buzzing with excitement about it. Fans, professional fighters, and promoters alike are eager for this matchup and have shared their thoughts on the potential dream fight. In a conversation with Fight Hype, Matchroom boss Eddie Hearn weighed in, predicting Canelo Alvarez to win the clash. According to Hearn, Crawford would struggle to compete due to the significant size disadvantage, making it difficult for him to succeed in such a fight.
I think his kind of feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone's going to say I've beaten a 154-pounder. And he also...
According to British promoter Eddie Hearn, the weight limit of 168 pounds would be too much for Terence Crawford to overcome. He also pointed out that Canelo Alvarez's significant power advantage would likely play a major role in the outcome. Demetrius Andrade shared similar views on the fight. In an interview with Fight Hub TV, he said, "I like Terence Crawford. He's been a great friend, but when it comes to weight classes, that stuff is real. Canelo is a big, bad wolf." He acknowledged Crawford's skills, but emphasized the difficulty of avoiding Canelo's powerful shots and blocking his punches. Andrade referred to the fight as a losing battle for Crawford, even though he believes it will be an interesting and tough contest. Ultimately, Andrade thinks Canelo will come out on top. Meanwhile, WBC interim light heavyweight champion David Benavidez, who also has his eyes on a fight with Canelo, shared his thoughts on the potential showdown, adding to the excitement surrounding this potential clash.
His age as well. I don't think he wants to be fighting guys that are just moving all the time, and he wants people that come to fight. And Crawford can't really come to fight like that in that fight.
David Benavidez shared similar thoughts, highlighting how Terence Crawford is already struggling at 154 pounds, despite recognizing Crawford's greatness. According to Benavidez, if Crawford has to move up 2 or 3 more weight classes to fight Canelo, he'll be at a massive disadvantage. Crawford is a one-of-a-kind fighter, but weight classes must be respected. "I'd give Canelo the edge," Benavidez stated. While the boxing world is buzzing with excitement about this potential fight, many experts believe the result is already decided. However, Crawford's remarkable record of 41-0 and his ability to defy the odds in the past means these predictions don't diminish the excitement surrounding the match. Crawford has proven time and time again that he can surprise people, so fans are eager to see what happens if this dream fight becomes a reality.
Massive size disadvantage, and he can't be standing in front of him. I don't think that fight will happen, but then when you think about it, what are the options for Canelo Alvarez?
Benavidez.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen either. He's
one of the biggest bouts boxing could offer, a mega event featuring the face of the sport, Saul Canelo Alvarez, and one of its top pound-for-pound talents, Terence "Bud" Crawford, may be closer than ever. This possibility became more likely when Canelo appeared open to the fight during a conversation with a reporter on Saturday, January 11th, on the red carpet at the Ring magazine's relaunch and awards ceremony in London. The event attracted some of the most influential figures in the boxing world, from financier Turki Alalshik to legends like Lennox Lewis, and rising stars such as Shakur Stevenson and Daniel Dubois, with Alvarez himself in attendance. The excitement surrounding the potential matchup is growing, and many are eager to see if it becomes a reality.
Heard of a fight with you and Terence Crawford? It would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turkarash.
Canelo Alvarez remains one of the biggest ticket sellers and pay-per-view stars across all combat sports. Since his loss to Dimitri Bivol in 2022, the Mexican fighter has bounced back with 5 straight victories over notable names like Gennady Golovkin, Jermall Charlo, and Jamie Munguia. However, he has faced criticism for seemingly avoiding one of the biggest threats to his super middleweight world championship belts, a super fight with David Benavidez that has yet to materialize. There are only a few opponents who could potentially partner with Canelo to create a pay-per-view event that might break the mythical 1 million sales mark in the US market. One of those names is Terence Crawford, who earned one of the most significant victories in modern boxing when he completely dominated Errol Spence Jr. in 2023. This potential clash has fans and experts alike eagerly awaiting what could be one of the sport's biggest showdowns.
Each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
And when do you want to get out next? I know you're here in London tonight. When are you going to be in a camp? When are you?
So far, Canelo Alvarez has kept his cards close to the chest regarding a potential fight with Terence Crawford. There's always a chance, he said on the red carpet Saturday. We'll see. We're here to make the best deals. There's always a chance. If the fight between Canelo and Crawford were to happen, possible dates could include Saturday, May 3rd or May 10th, 2 weekends close to Cinco de Mayo, one of boxing's most important dates. However, it seems Canelo might be waiting to see the outcome of the February 22nd fight between light heavyweight rivals Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol before making a final decision.
Training camp in March.
Okay, so
At the beginning of the middle of the February or March, yeah.
Beterbiev defeated Bivol in their first fight last year, and Canelo may be eyeing a rematch with Bivol to seek revenge. Both fighters are good fighters, he commented on next month's undisputed light heavyweight championship bout. I think both have a chance to win. 2024 is shaping up to be an exciting year for boxing, with some of the biggest and most anticipated fights being made across all divisions. This includes 2 matchups between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, as well as Beterbiev taking on Bivol once again. Fans are in for an incredible year of boxing action.
Canelo. Man, yeah, we still live.
We got some.
Hold up,
Turkey Al Sheikh is focused on a massive 2025, with a star-studded lineup of boxing events in the works. As the chairman of the General Entertainment Authority in Saudi Arabia, he has played a crucial role in providing significant financial backing to the sport. His efforts have helped put politics aside, allowing promoters to work together and create some of the biggest boxing matches around the globe. Riyadh Season, a Saudi entertainment festival, has become a prime destination for many of these events, while venues like Wembley in the UK and major stadiums in the US have also hosted fights. Al Sheikh is set to lead a campaign for even more major events in the future, making 2025 a potentially groundbreaking year for boxing.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh, God.
I beat people up. Yeah.
The first major card of the year is set for February 22nd, headlined by the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. The event will also feature Daniel Dubois and Shakur Stevenson. Turkey Al Sheikh aims to keep the momentum going throughout the year and has named 5 massive fights he hopes to see before the end of 2025. These include Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, and a rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. These potential bouts are sure to excite boxing fans across the globe.
Going to be able to bridge this weight gap.
Yeah, I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from...
When discussing the potential fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, some critics argue that the weight gap could be too much for Crawford to overcome. Crawford, who has fought at lighter weights, would be jumping up to 168 pounds, which poses a significant challenge. As for other upcoming fights, fans are eagerly awaiting the return of Alexander Usyk, who has mentioned he wants to fight 1 or 2 more times before possibly meeting his rivals. The potential rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn is another highly anticipated event, though negotiations are still ongoing and a breakthrough has yet to be made. The fight was originally set for October 2022, but was canceled after Benn tested positive for a banned substance. Since then, their rivalry has only grown stronger. As for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, the two have naturally been paired together, especially after Garcia's impressive win over Haney in 2024.
35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius.
The rivalry between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. remains intense, especially after both fighters had drug test issues in the past. This has sparked widespread calls for the pair to face off again in the ring. The heavyweight division also remains a major talking point in boxing, with Daniel Dubois calling out Alexander Usyk after his rematch victory over Tyson Fury. Du Bois had an unfortunate encounter with Usyk, with a controversial low blow impacting their fight, which led to his eventual stoppage in 2023. However, Du Bois is eager for revenge. Looking ahead, the biggest potential showdown in 2025 could be the long-awaited clash between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, two British heavyweights whose rivalry has captivated fans for years. This fight could be one of the most anticipated events in the sport, drawing massive attention from boxing enthusiasts worldwide.
Camp that would say, you're not ready for this.
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
The potential fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is one of the most exciting matchups boxing fans could ask for. With Crawford making a massive jump from super welterweight to super middleweight, it's a bold move, especially when considering the size and power advantages that Canelo holds in that division. While Crawford's skills and adaptability have proven time and time again that he's a force to be reckoned with, the question remains whether he can overcome the size disadvantage against a fighter like Canelo. As for whether Turki Al-Sheikh can pull this off, he's been instrumental in making major events happen in boxing, and with the financial backing from Saudi Arabia, he certainly has the resources to make this dream fight a reality. In terms of who would emerge victorious, Canelo's power and experience in the super middleweight division make him the favorite, but Crawford's technical skills and ability to adjust to any situation should never be underestimated. It could be a thrilling, back-and-forth fight, but I'd lean towards Canelo due to his size and strength, provided he's still in his prime. Looking ahead, this fight would be massive for the sport, and it's a fight fans have been yearning for. We'll have to wait and see if it all comes together, but if it does, it could be one of the biggest boxing events of the year. Thanks for asking. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates like this, and hit the notification bell to stay in the loop.